Hey, middle school leaders. Man, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You add value to the team. I can't do the things without you guys. And so you guys make middle school student life successful. And so I'm so appreciative of you. Jessica and I just kind of a blessing just to serve with you guys. But I want to make this video short and sweet. I'm doing something different. I'm not going to send out a text this week because I feel like it's going to be easier if I just talk it out to you guys. As you know, many of you have been in our middle school services to know that we're in a series called Sex in a Broken World. And I believe God's doing some great things in this series. And so we've been talking about some heavy hitter issues. Week 1, we talked about dating and relationships, the purpose of dating. Last week we talked about sex and pornography and how the effects of that. God's plan for sex is to trust Him in the process. God's plan for sex is grace, right? And so we kind of landed on that topic last week. And so originally what I was going to be talking about this week was going to be talking about purity, and I'm still going to be doing that, but I'm actually going to shift it to the final week of a series and make it the finale because I believe it's going to fit better. And so what I'm going to do that last week is actually have these little touch cards that we're going to give to each student, and we're going to be able to kind of have students fill out, check different boxes of different things that they might be struggling with. Some of those boxes include maybe I'm struggling with lust. Or I'm struggling with what I watch. I'm struggling with my thought life. I'm struggling with the friends that I hang out with. And so I'm going to have students check the boxes that apply to them. And they're going to be dropping it off in the bin. And as leaders, we're going to be able to pray for those cards that students are dropping in. And so I believe this is going to be a powerful moment in our service, and that's going to be the final week, the finale of the week of the sermon series. But this week, I kind of switched it up. I think it's going to be pretty cool. We haven't done small groups for the past 2 weeks, and so students haven't had a time to really process the things that I have been speaking about. And so we're going to break off into groups. I'm going to be speaking a little bit. I'm going to bring up the issue of homosexuality again because I believe I didn't spend enough time on that. And I think some students still have some questions about that. And so I'm going to kind of talk about that for a few minutes. And then I'll recap of what I talked about week 1 and week 2. And then I'm going to actually have students be able to write down questions that they have concerning this sermon series. Anything that I've talked about, anything that is concerning this series, students will be able to write down their questions. And so in order to help students not, any student to feel awkward if they have a question, I'm going to have every student write down something. So if they don't have a question, I'll have them write down something like Pastor Josh is doing a great job, right? Or if they have a question, they can write it down, and I'll have the guys turn it into a separate bin. The girls will turn it into a separate bin, and we're going to actually answer those questions in our group time. And so that will be one aspect of our small group time. And so this is where you guys come in, and I trust you guys, and you've been listening to me for the past 2 weeks. You know my views, you know kind of the direction of where I want to go. And so we're going to answer those questions. But I also provide a short outline that I believe that we should be discussing with the girls and with the guys. And so for the girls, some of the things that I feel need to be addressed are purity, modesty, and respect. What does it mean to be a virtuous woman of God? What does it mean to live a life of purity, and how we dress, how we present ourselves to guys? All of those things, and so I'll send an outline for you guys to look at, the girl leaders, and you'll be able to kind of look that over, discuss among yourselves. I encourage you to start a text thread. Bring some verses, Bible verses that you've been maybe thinking of. Bring your experiences, and I believe this is going to be a powerful healing moment for our students. And then very quickly, for the guys, we're going to be talking about purity and respect. How, as guys, can we respect and honor girls in a godly way? How can we practice self-control? And so we're going to be talking about that. I'll also send an outline of kind of the direction that I feel that we're going to be going. And then we're going to also answer questions about that. And so come prepared, come prayed up. Listen, I'm believing God's going to do some great things in this service. You guys are amazing. If you have any questions about it, please just text me or call me and just let me know what you're feeling, and we'll go from there. But I love you guys, and we'll see you this weekend.